the starting lineup for Washington.
We've got some great guards going head-to-head in this one. Brent, what will you keep your eye on in that matchup?
Well, Kevin, you're pointing out the guard play, so this is when they have a chance to go one-on-one. Which of these tandems can stand out against the other? Tons of pick and roll, tons of creativity, and we'll see which of these guys can pair off tonight to win this contest.
Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. Basket, good.
And drawing first blood, you know coach likes that momentum out of the gate.
Well, for us, it'll be interesting. Can they keep that kind of pace up all game long?
Bledsoe outside. And the first shot of the night for him, no good. Outside, Sabonis. Nice ball movement by Washington. Yep, it counts.
Great to see Sharp not hesitating, just firing the moment he touches the ball.
Here is Shakur. There's a good screen. It's rebounded by Sabonis. Now, here's Sharp. Guarded closer.
Man, this guy is as good a dunker as we have in the NBA. Sharp with some crazy hops.
First quarter, about a minute and a half in. Bledsoe for three. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers. For Washington, they've gotten their first three shots to go in for to start off this game. To the wing right side. This one for three. Rebound by the Wizards.
That's 0 for 4 now. Time to slow it down and maybe get the best possible shot the next time down.
For Portland, they've gone 0 of 4, missing their first 4 field goals here. To the right side. Down to 5 on the shot clock. To end the cold streak. A basket by Shakur.
And he's not going to miss many of those, especially that wide open.
No, he's automatic from the mid-range, and the defense knows that it's a mistake to give up a shot like that.
And he uses the glass on the layup.
And early on, they've been nearly perfect from the floor. Just the one miss here on their first 5 attempts.
And the first time out of the game called here for the Trailblazers. And here's a look at some numbers for him. Portland trails by 6. We're about 3 minutes into this first quarter. Here's Shakur gets the three-pointer to fall. 5 points in the game.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
Well, he's going to just keep going now. That's early confidence for him.
Here's Dillingham. Coming off a stellar performance against Orlando. Inside, the shot. That misses off the backboard. And it's Bledsoe with the ball for Portland. They want to keep it rolling here following the win against Dallas.
And if you look at the box score from that game, guys, the first thing you'll notice is how many turnovers they forced.
Well, all those turnovers made it a scrappy game, which suits them. It caused a lot of chaos with their defense, which played right into their hands.
Portland's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. It's Bledsoe on the wing. Fires for 3, and another 3 for Portland.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
Connects from three-point range.
And I like the back and forth here, showing confidence from range.
It seems like they're going to find out who can make the deepest threes. Right now, it's a shootout. Leaping ability is off the charts. Not the biggest power forward, but outstanding at rising up off the ground.
And so it's Washington with it. They trail by 1. Outside, Sabonis. With nobody on him, he buries the jumper.
Excellent dime from Sabonis. His court awareness is really impressive.
Here's Shakur. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
He's firing on all cylinders. Has to be happy with his 4 of 5 shooting from the field so far.
The Trailblazers shooting their first free throw tonight. Wizards have gone 6 of 9, shooting it well. Now Dillingham, still without a basket. And the refs are going to rule that unnecessary contact. It's a flagrant 1 foul.
And Kevin, that's a pretty dangerous play right there. I mean, I don't like to see a player put an opponent in harm's way as much as you just saw him do there. Glad they pinned a flagrant on.
Yeah, you're right, Greg. The officials were all over it. They weren't going to let him off the hook that time. Greg, give us one word to describe Domantas Sabonis on the offensive end.
Kevin, I guess I'd say dominant, but that only scratches the surface. The way Sabonis drops dimes, hits shots, and controls the glass, dominant just doesn't even really begin to say enough.
Carter, he's checked in for Sabonis. And the Trailblazers making a change here as well. Portis is checked in. Down low. And here's Sharp. He seems to always be finding ways to score, averaging around 23.5 points a game. Driving in. That's in for the first basket of the game after 3 attempts.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Pass to Dillingham. That's in there. Carter with the assist.
Well, they're trying to take command of this game, but it's been competitive so far.
Yeah, everybody trying to get away from one another, and the threads are keeping them close. This has been highly competitive.
Here's the screen. Just 4 to shoot. Pass to Bledsoe. Trailblazers moving the ball around. Portis a screen on Carter. It's good. Guys, what a tight start to the game this has been.
And it's still in the first half. This could be a wild one.
Dillingham with it. And you can see his scoring totals. Those are some pretty good numbers. He's putting up close to 15 points a game on average.
So far, both teams scorching the nets. You gotta love it.
Yeah, made for TV game here. Pace is great. Scoring is coming in bunches. And both of the teams feeling confident right now.
Here is Shakur. His last outing, 16 points for him.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
Carter sets the pick for Dillingham. He can't hit that time.
Even if you're not shooting it, you like to see the effort level, and his tonight has been high.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. And we know the second night, Greg, of a back-to-back can be rough.
And the NBA has put in work trying to minimize these, but sometimes it's unavoidable. And if you have a long bench, this is when you lean into it.
He hits both from the stripe.
And that's another area where he is just a superb player. Excellent at the free throw line.
Here's Carter. That one misses. Great D that time from Portis. Bledsoe outside. It's deflected, and it's out of bounds to Portland. They'll retain possession. Trailblazers making a switch here.
Number 55, Grayson Allen.
Portis the screen. Shot clock at 6. For 3. The Trailblazers get it back at a new 14. From past the arc. Rebounded by the Wizards.
Is it getting cold in here? This is a tough one. Crucial that he starts to work a little harder for a higher percentage shot.
Going inside, and the layup's good off the glass. 8 points for him.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Carter, the pass to Achua. Here's Dillingham. Off target with his three.
There's some defense for you. For someone who's as good at shooting the three ball as he is, you need a defender who's equally good at guarding against it.
To the inside, and down it goes, jamming that one home.
And credit the screen for giving him the space he needed to get to the rim.
For sure, GA allows him to come in with the sledge. Hammer.
Yeah, well, he said.
The Trailblazers have been good at the free throw line. This one, 7 of 8.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
Time called here. The Blazers decide to talk it over.
And coaches looking to seize every advantage, maximize every possession.
Got to feel good as a coach if you make all those adjustments, pull the right strings. That's what they love to do.
Making a change here. The grind of the NBA season wears on, but what a pleasure this year is turning out to be. Let's check out the West and see how the standings look. You take a look at the Trailblazers. They're holding on to second spot in the conference. A great season for them so far.
Yeah, and when you look at Portland, they had pressure on them coming into the season. A lot of people were picking them to have a special year, and they haven't shied away from that pressure. They've embraced it.
I think every great team welcomes the challenge of trying to be elite, and they want to do it on a nightly basis.
Washington trails by 4. They've got Sharp. Dillingham is out there with Carter. Then it's Sabonis. That's the group on the floor right now for Washington. Sharp, the pass to Sabonis. Portland grabs the miss. They've led by as many as 11 points.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
Knocks down the three ball. 14 points for him.
Doing a lot of nice work now from the field. He's helped get them this lead, and now he's helped them keep it.
To the middle. Here's Sharp, and then Sharp with the dunk.
Really explosive as Sharp gets up in a hurry.
Here is Shakur. Driving to the basket.
And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game.
Well, there's a swagger out there. You can see it on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either. Awesome display of athleticism captured by our AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Now here is Carter. Not a lot of room. Sabonis. And it's off from three-point range. Bledsoe outside. Pass to Middleton. Puts one up from 19. That shot off. And so it's Carter who brings the ball up for the Wizards. 7-point differential. Now here's Sharp. Dillingham with it. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
This is his first trip to the line tonight.
And they have really leaned on his free throw shooting at times this season. He's been there for them, too, with 88% from the line.
Bledsoe for 3. Rebound, Washington. This, of course, the first opportunity to play Portland this season.
It's an East versus West matchup tonight. First meeting of the year between these two.
Yeah, fun to see maybe strangers because you just aren't familiar with these faces here tonight. This will be a very exciting game to watch.
The shot by Sharp. Nobody around. Good on the triple. Sharp's got 13.
A very capable shooter. Sharp is very confident pulling the trigger from deep.
Middleton outside. And the wide open shot from Bledsoe. Portland again missing.
Well, we're chipping some orange paint off the rim here, guys. He must be more patient on offense and trying to find ways to penetrate inside and get closer to the rim.
Carter with the three. Unable to get that one. Portland leading. Here's the teardrop. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It feels like every season, Brett, we set a record for pace in the NBA. Why do you think that is?
Well, I don't know, Kevin, if it's every team that's seeking pace, although in every coach's press conference, you'll hear about them talking about playing faster and wanting to get out in transition. But that's where you take advantages of defenses most. Look, if you got a young team, open up the floodgates and let them run. Probably more success coming your way.
So it's both teams making substitutions here. Washington trails by 4. Outside, Sabonis.
And that's foul number 2. And maybe you don't sit him at this point, but you really have to be careful to not pick up another before half.
It's Beasley on the wing. Oh, and there's the alley-oop.
And you can see him give a little nod and then just burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
A pair of teammates, Greg, with a terrific feel for each other. Bledsoe outside. Traps in the tray. Bledsoe's got 11 points.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Got to fight over it as a defender.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
And Mike Budenholzer has called a timeout. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline.
Number 55.
And why don't we take a chance now to see which teams have been the NBA's highest scoring squads this month?
I just love their offensive flow lately. I mean, this is a dominant team offensively because of that rhythm and pace.
Here's Dillingham. 7 points in the game. 3-pointer. And again, Washington no good. Trailblazers leading by 5. Bledsoe outside. Out to the right wing. Drives to the hoop. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. And let's take a moment here to get your guys' take on scoring so far for the Blazers.
They haven't been afraid of getting hit on the way up, marching their way to the line and capitalizing.
Well, they've done a great job tonight of getting out in transition, so that focus on fast break will add to your total in a hurry.
The first free throw is good. Both shots good from the stripe. Washington trails by 7. Pass to Sabonis. Now Dillingham. 6 on the shot clock. Takes the 3. Kicks it out to Beasley. No good on the 3.
Really excellent defense there. They know he's capable of knocking it down from the outside, and they could not have played him better.
Count the basket. 14 points for him.
And boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant performance last game. Same thing this time out.
Seems to be nobody standing in his way. No roadblocks for him to get to his spot, capitalize, and continue to be aggressive.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Kevin, thanks. Domantas Sabonis set the longest double-double streak in over half a century last season with 61 straight double-doubles. He said, "It's awesome to be mentioned with the greats. It's my job as a big man to get rebounds and to finish. At the end of the day, we're just out there trying to win." Kevin?
Thank you, David. That double-double streak was a blast to watch. Historic in so many ways. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Let's take a look at the numbers for Bledsoe. This past month, he's really set himself apart, averaging 22 points per, 5 rebounds, and 2 assists. And very few players in the league can go out and produce like he has. Just a great stretch for him.
He keeps playing like this, and you know in arenas, especially at home, when a star player is playing this well, those MVP chants come raining down.
The Wizards making a switch here. Achua's checked in.
Beasley's a guy who just hits the court hungry and ready to make an impact. He usually does that on the offensive end.
Puts up a 3. And they get it back. They set the pick. 6 to shoot. Takes a 3. Washington with the rebound. Sabonis has got 5 rebounds tonight. Pass to Dillingham. There's 1:54 left in the first half of the game. Misses the target. That drops him to 40% now. 4 of 10. It's Bledsoe on the wing. Here is Shakur. No good on the triple. To the left wing. Dillingham wide open, and he fires. Good on the three-point shot. Dillingham's got it back down to a single-digit deficit for Washington. There's the pick. He takes it in. Out to the right wing. Three-pointer. Good for his 6th make in a dozen attempts, shooting 50% with that basket.
Just how awesome is it to watch the best of the best start to dominate in a game.
There's 48 seconds left here in the second. Nice 4 for 7 from the floor with that shot.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Pass to Bledsoe. From outside the arc. Rebounded by the Wizards.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Portland leading by 9. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Personal foul. 15 foul. Shooting for the Trailblazers. Shakur.
And he makes the first.
2 shots.
And Washington making a change here. Good on both.
And love how he's getting himself to the line this quarter. If he keeps it up, it'll end up creating some foul problems on the other side, and that can always help a team's cause.
Uses the glass to finish the layup. He's got 10.
Oh, check out the handles. Their nasty spin move had his man grabbing for air.
And so it's Portland ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close. They've played the better game so far, but their work is far from over. It's time now to go courtside as we... All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
Greetings. First off, some updates for you as we take a look at our all-star voting totals.
At times in the past, we've teased the fans for how they voted, but it's not easy, man. There's a lot of talented guys out here. I love to see who's leading.
Turning back now to our game, lots of positives in that first half for Portland.
When you take care of the board.
And that about wraps it up. And as the third quarter is about to begin, we go to Kevin Harlan for the call.
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. Trailblazers leading by 9. On the floor for Portland. Here is Shakur. Pass to Bledsoe. Here is Shakur. Good on the shot. 20 points for him.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Basketball IQ is something that gets talked about, but its importance to a team showing up here, running plays that turn into scores.
Pass to Bledsoe. Pulls up, high post. It's hauled in by Achua.
And I was sure that was money on that one, but everyone is afforded an easy miss or two.
Yeah, that happens. Important thing is for players, just don't beat yourself up and make a miss like that cost you another play.
5 on the clock. Sabonis, the pass to Achua. That falls. Nice feed that time from Sabonis. Sabonis has got 3 assists in the game. 90 seconds now into the second half. Ring shot on the way, and that one drops.
That's the guy they're going to keep going to, as they should. The lead's only going up if they keep feeding him.
Pass to Achua. And Washington again with the bucket.
And how about that? Coming out to start the half, a perfect 3 of 3.
2 minutes gone in this third quarter now. Outside for Bledsoe. From the arc. Got a piece of it. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Trailblazers will retain possession. Goes back up. And Domantas Sabonis pulls it down. Sabonis has got 6 rebounds in the game. The offensive rebound.
And after burying 3 straight shot opportunities, finally a miss there. Still feeling the momentum, though.
Bledsoe, a screen on Sabonis. The 8-footer. And he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops. Bledsoe's got 13.
Now, what a great option he gives them on every possession.
And timeout is called by Mike Budenholzer. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with his guys. Now that we have a second, let's take a quick peek at the rebounding numbers for the last handful of seasons. For Sabonis,
It's a concerning trend for him. Whether he's lost some strength or just isn't putting in as much effort on the glass as he used to, he's not rebounding nearly as effectively anymore. And that's something that needs to change.
and it's Sharp missing.
Another rebound hauled in. They're hitting the glass with a lot of passion.
Trailblazers moving the ball around. Just 5 on the clock. Here is Shakur. A second chance effort. Offensive rebound. Just couldn't take the lid off. They had their chances, but came up empty.
Portland foul. Shakur. Third personal foul. First team foul.
And so it's Washington with it. Their defense has only allowed 6 points in the second half. The dunk by Achua.
Doesn't get any easier for Achua. Once he's got positioning, he wants inside. He'll look to dunk everything.
Brent, Domantas Sabonis is truly a player you can run an offense through.
Yeah, he's a guy that you can basically put anywhere on the floor, and all of a sudden good things are going to happen, whether he's playing out of the post and dealing with double teams or he's at the top of the key able to read the defense using his vision.
That was something else.
And Sharp is the kind of guy who gets up there in a hurry. That elevator, that's got some extra juice.
And that's life above the rim, courtesy of our AT&T 5G Slam Cam. And there's the drive, out to the wing, and stolen by Sharp. The finish. Now that's how to finish the break. Throw down with force.
And some signaling here that Shaedon Sharp continues to get better with his decision-making.
Here is Shakur. Right wing, 4 on the clock, fires the 3. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. And the Trailblazers lead by 7.
You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
Count that one.
This team really feeds off of one another in terms of their energy.
At least in the second half they have been. The first half wasn't played anywhere near this intense.
No good. This number 7, he's made 8 from the field. Washington's gotten the three-point shot off 16 times tonight. 7 times they've hit it, 9 times they've missed. They grabbed their own miss. Achua, went in there and tried to power it down, but true contact, he'll head to the line.
Well, Achua is a fighter out there. Come at him strong, and he'll double down on his selection.
And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach so far that we've seen for the Trailblazers?
I mean, they've been stepping it up in terms of their shooting from distance, and the confidence has been there all game long, leaving the defense to scramble.
One thing you can add on to this, and you don't talk about it much as a point of emphasis, but getting to the free throw line and generating easy points, that can really help you out. They got a lot of freebies.
And the second free throw, good.
And Achua is a good role player for this team. Someone that comes in, rebounds, defends, and gives you some hustle.
Now a timeout called by Portland. And here we have the 2K leaderboard showing us the teams with the best free throw percentage during the past month.
And they've had a lot of success at the free throw line, converting those at a high level. So I'd look for them to continue to attack the rim.
Portland leading by 4. Here is Shakur. Bledsoe against Sharp. Bledsoe outside, beyond the arc, and he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down. Bledsoe's got 18 points.
Maybe the halftime break was good for him, allowed him to step back, calm himself down, get himself in the right frame of mind, and now shots are falling.
And he's good on the 3-ball.
He's going to punish you if you leave him open. He's more than willing to take the open 3 when he's got it.
Rebounded by the Wizards. Sabonis has got 7 rebounds in the game. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
And guys, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip.
The Wizards have made 8 of their 12 free throws in this game.
Yeah, pretty good numbers on the season when you look at their free throw attempts, right around 78%.
Carter, he's checked in for the Wizards. Bobby Portis is checked in for the Trailblazers. And it's tied up with that one. Portland's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. And he lobs it up toward the rim. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
And how about the incredible timing on that alley-oop?
He absolutely hammered it down. Carter, the pass to Sharp. Now Dillingham. 15 points in the game. Nice open look, but it's no good.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Here is Shakur. 24 points for him. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Personal foul. First team foul. At the line for the Trailblazers, Shakur. 2 shots.
Shoot 2.
Free throw good, Shakur. And so he hits both. And Washington has possession. Following this game, they hit the road to challenge the Nuggets at Ball Arena in Denver. It's game 1 of a 3-game road trip. Leans from outside, and it's Portland with the rebound.
Well, next time he should do a better job, I think, of getting balanced and set up his feet. That just throws your body way out of whack and hurts your percentages.
Here's the 3. Hits it from 3-point range. 23 points in the game.
Yeah, you would think a coach might have talked to his defense about making the adjustment on him, but right now, it's just lighting him up.
Sharp against Bledsoe. Sharp on the wing. He's got 15.
Yeah, the three-pointer has not been his weapon in this one. He had 1 in the first quarter and still 0 here in the second.
Shakur passes to Portis. To the paint. Here's Bledsoe. Can't hit from in close. Washington trails by 7. Pass to Sharp. To end the run. Hits the 3-point bomb. Sharp's got 18 points in the game.
Wow, Sharp just making it look easy.
Here is Shakur. They set the pick. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good. And the Trailblazers lead by 6. Carter outside. In the corner, Dillingham with it. Pass to Sharp. And again, Washington with the triple.
Well, he just nailed his second 3 of the half, guys. I'd be very aware of that if I were the defense right now.
Bledsoe with it. Defended by Sharp.
2 minutes remaining. 2 minutes.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Shaden Sharp picks one up.
Team foul. Shooting for Portland. Bledsoe. Taking 2 shots.
Shoot 2.
The free throw drops for Bledsoe. The Trailblazers making a switch here. Both good from the line that time.
And if they continue, Kevin, their outstanding free throw shooting, that'll help them seal the deal.
Pass to Beasley. Beasley sets a screen for Sharp. From outside, off the mark.
I wonder what the score would be if they weren't controlling the backboard.
Here's McCollum. And count it from 19 feet away. McCollum's got his first basket of the night.
He was wide open, but just to make sure, he put a little fade on that jumper.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Second personal foul. Fourth team foul.
The Wizards have gone 9 of 13 from the line.
Number 88. Taking 2 shots.
The first one falls, and Portland making a change here. Williams has checked in. He hits one and misses one, each at the line. Portland leading by 6. Allen for 3. It doesn't go for him. Allen defending. Sharp against McCollum. 5 to shoot. From the line. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. Sharp's got 10 points in the quarter.
Such a ridiculous athlete. Sharp is overwhelming them tonight. When Shaden is playing with this kind of confidence, there's not much you can do.
Portis in the post. The layup off target.
You're not going to see that very often. The defense in the vicinity, but still, he's not one to blow layups.
And he drops in the layup off the glass. And now just a 2-point Portland lead.
And say what you will about the value of the three-pointer, but those close-in looks are always plan A. Every trip down, get to the paint, get deep, score.
Williams sets a screen for McCollum. Shoots a fader. He gets it in there. McCollum's got his second bucket tonight, and that's going to do it for the third quarter. Trailblazers lead by 4. And we're coming back in just a moment. Get ready for the fourth quarter of action when we return. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the floor generalship right here? I mean, showing us why they're always in good hands when he's the man in charge.
Great hands, great vision. That makes great things happen for your offense.
The Wizards have gotten just under 45% of their attempts to drop in the fourth. 4 of 9. Carter out there with Dillingham. Then it's Malik Beasley. Then it's Sabonis. And it's Achua in at the center position. That's the group on the floor right now for Washington. Portland's gone into a funk from downtown in the fourth. Only one of their 5 3-pointers has found the bottom of the bucket. Timeout, Blazers. Making a change here. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Well, I was able to listen in on the Portland head coach talking to his team. Now, they preached the little things in the huddle. They asked their team to battle on those 50-50 balls. One extra possession could be all the difference. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks, David. Here's Shakur. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. No good with the layup. For Portland, they've gone 2 of 7 from the field in what's been a cold start to the fourth quarter for them. Pass to Bledsoe. Here is Shakur. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. And here's the upcoming schedule for the Trailblazers. On Wednesday, the Denver Nuggets come to town, tipping off a homestand for them. And then on Saturday, they'll head out on the road to face the Kings in Sacramento.
And for that game against the Thunder, that's a contest that could easily go either way. small mistakes could be the difference, and both teams will need to be at their best.
There's the pick. Can they get it? And the layup is good. He's got 25.
And something we don't see nearly as much as we used to, the finger roll.
Pass to Sharp. Back to Carter. Now, here's Sharp. Guarded by Bledsoe. And here's the fast break. So they take the lead. And the Trailblazers lead by 2.
And you might not have expected him to go for the steal there, but boy, oh boy, did that ever work out.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
First personal foul, first team foul. At the line for your Wizards, Carter. 2 shots.
That's good from Carter. And Washington making a change here. Dillingham's checked in. No good on the second free throw. For Portland, they've gone 4 of 10 here in the final period. Not the time to go cold.
A fundamental footwork and boxing out there that allowed him to rip that ball right off the rim.
Out to Carter. Lets it go from deep. Buries it from three-point range. Carter's got 6 here in this quarter. And guys, here in the fourth quarter, still a close game.
Instant classic, fellas. This one could come right down to the last shot.
They set the pick.
And the next one puts him in the bonus.
Sabonis, he's checked in for Carter.
Substitution for your Wizards, number 13, Sabonis.
For 3, Bledsoe gets it to go from beyond the arc. Bledsoe's got 26.
I don't know. I'm getting the feeling as this game moves on, he's getting stronger. And there are only a few players who can hit a teammate like that in stride. Beautiful assist.
Portland trailing here. Here is Shakur. Defended by Sharp. And foul on the shot. So he'll get a chance at the line. All right, we'll take a look now at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for Washington.
The three-pointers and how well they're able to shoot them. You wonder if they can keep it up, and boy, have they.
We probably have to touch on as well that tonight their penetration has been awesome. I mean, they put force on this game, attacking off the bounce, and a willingness to do that has paid off.
So he makes 1 of 2 as the second one misses.
He was able to tie it up. He has to be disappointed that he could not give his team the lead.
Driving inside. And he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up.
Yeah, the defender all over him.
At the line for 2.
And he knocks down the first one. And that's good as he hits both of his shots.
Makes it pretty tough on the defense. Who you're going to pick to send to the free throw line. And he's hitting the free throws right now. Form looks good.
Shot on the wing. And no good. Trying to use the glass. For Washington, they've gone 7 of 15 from the floor here in the fourth. Right around 46-47%.
Great effort on the glass. I like seeing Sharp go after rebounds with his athletic ability.
He lobs up the alley-oop pass. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
And how about the incredible timing on that alley-oop?
He absolutely hammered it down. Washington's gone 2 of 3 in the fourth quarter from long range. Good shooting so far. Lets the three fly, and it's Portland with the rebound.
And even without that three ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Shakur kicks to Bledsoe. Trailblazers moving the ball around. Clock at 6. Again, the Trailblazers score.
He's a guy that lives for a big moment like that. Great focus and courage in the clutch.
And timeout is called by Mike Budenholzer. He's clearly intent on wanting to lock in and make sure everyone's on the same page. Here's Dillingham. Pass to Sharp. Drills it from outside. He has 29.
Well, you can see and maybe feel right now him getting into the comfort zone out there after dropping the second three of the half.
Bledsoe with it. Fires the three. Here is Shakur. Here's the screen. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Shaedon Sharp picks one up. And the first one drops.
Shooting for the Trailblazers, Shakur at the line for 2.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
Yeah, not the guy that you want to put at the line in these moments. He's not missing these.
Dillingham with it.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Headed by Bledsoe. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2. Free throws. First free throw is good, and that will put them up by 2. And it hits both free throws here, so now it's a 3-point game.
And you just have to understand that hours and hours of practice mean that clutch free throws become easy.
Goes up on the wing. Second shot opportunity. He takes it up and lays it in.
And that's a lesson for the D. Fight harder on the glass.
Yeah, you just can't afford to give up second chance opportunities again and again.
A tad short, but it's good off the front iron.
He's been an absolute marksman the entire second half. Hard to imagine what anyone can do right now to slow him down.
With some arc and foul on the shot, he'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's going to be on Precious Achiuwa.
Clearly a foul.
Number 9. 2 shots.
Shoot 2.
Drops the first one, and that brings them within 2 here. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. Washington's gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc since the final quarter's gotten underway. And good that time. He has 35.
You got to get tighter than that. Some players you can give that much room to, but not him.
There's the screen. And he drives in. Here is Shakur. It's good! And what a sensational bucket to bring them within 1.
Remember that one, guys, a difference maker.
I'm wondering, is that the biggest shot of the game?
Stolen by Bledsoe. To take the lead. Washington with the rebound.
Well, after an impressive first half, he's just not been able to get the room or get anything going here in the second.
Had a foul to give there, but you'd rather not have it cost your team points.
He hits the first one, and that will put them up by 2. So he gets them both, and it's a three-point game. Timeout Blazers. Turning here to our analysts, what factors, guys, come to your mind?
Yeah, and looking at how much time they have, I think it's likely we'll see them try to get a good look and score quickly.
And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot two here. It's going to go on Sabonis. It's the first, and that brings them within two here. And so he makes both from the line. .26 seconds left to play here in the fourth. And now we've got the intentional foul.
No choice but to foul there, but he's probably the last guy you want to see on the line. And guys, this is where their depth really comes into play. They've got such talent at that position. They'd love to have him out there, but they won't suffer much of a drop-off.
So he goes 2 for... two at the line. And it's a three-point game.
That last one was a difference maker. It pushed it from a 2-point lead to 3.
Timeout Blazers. What do you think Coach's focus is going to be here?
And if you can get a three, shoot it. Otherwise, get the quick 2 and a foul.
Don't force something up. You got to be smart here.
McCollum, he's checked in for the Trailblazers.
Substitution on the court.
To tie it up. Portland moving the ball around. Bledsoe for 3. Count it! And oh, that was an enormous three-pointer.
Over the taller defender. This is why you have to stay connected to shooters on the perimeter.
Yeah, that effort just not good enough, because even if that defender was a bit taller, the shooter already locked in.
Trailblazers substitution. Number 55.
Washington with the ball. Here's Dillingham. Can't knock in the 3. And regulation now complete. We will go to overtime. And we've got more action coming your way after this break. These teams have battled tooth and nail for 4 quarters, and now we head to overtime. Should be a blast. Outside, Sabonis to the inside, and that one is stuffed right through.
Making the most of the screen. That's how it's done.
And it's in the perfect spot, Greg. Frees him up to get all the way to the bucket.
Really not enough help there. Lack of communication on the backside.
Outside for Bledsoe. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. Sharp with it, and Allen picks him up defensively. Sharp, that's good.
Just a gutsy play from Sharp as he goes inside and absorbs all the contact.
A minute into overtime and what has been a great game so far. He was all alone on that one.
3 points.
Bledsoe's got 32 points in the game.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
Pass to Allen. Fires away from outside. Offensive rebound. It's good on the putback. And that's a double-double for him now. 10 points and 14 rebounds.
Oh, what terrific hustle. He's got a nose for the rebound.
Craig, he's ferocious when the ball goes up. Now Dillingham, kept alive, launches it, got a hand on it, and so it looks like Washington will retain possession here. Overtime in full swing here. 2 minutes off the clock. The tray. Portland grabs the miss.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
Tipped away. And stolen by Sharp. Fast break. Here they come. Here's Achua. It falls for the 6th time in 7 tries this contest. That's 86%.
Changing ends quickly. He's rewarded with a high percentage look.
Yeah, the defense trying to do their best to slow him down, but when he gets room like that, you got to look out.
That one good for 2.
And really just unselfish basketball on the interior. That's the kind of pass a coach loves to see.
Sharp on the wing. Allen defending. Sharp. That's good.
Big points from Sharp. They needed that bucket.
Portland trails by 3. Back to Allen. 4 on the shot clock. The Trailblazers need to get off a shot. And Domantas Sabonis pulls it down. Washington leading now by 3. Pass to Sharp. Lets it fly from 18. And the Wizards getting another bucket right there.
Smooth shooting from the mid-range. Give Sharp space from there, and he'll torch you.
Throws it up high, and stolen by Achua. The rim-rattling two-handed jam.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
And we say it time and time again, so I'll repeat it. Have to be careful with the ball, or this is what happens. Now, that play never gets old. The pick and roll will still be an offensive staple 100 years from now. Trust me.
That one drops for him. And the Wizards lead by 7.
And that's just cold-blooded right there. He's taking no prisoners.
Confidence is sensational, and it feels like no one is going to stop him tonight from scoring.
It's in! Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
What a play there. The hoop plus the harm.
First team foul. Shooting for the Trailblazers. Number 9 at the line for 1.
Here's Sharp, and they go to the intentional foul.
Second personal foul. First team foul.
Nice ball movement by Washington. Now, here's Sharp. Shoots the 3. He can't get that one to fall.
Can't waste any time here.
Well, it's probably a little bit too late here, but you really need to score a bucket here to stay alive.
Bottom line, you need shooters on your team who can stay the floor.
Oh, there's no doubt he's a legitimate threat from downtown, and he's demonstrating that in this game.
Good on the first, and that will put them up by 2. The second one is good, hitting both at the line, and it's a 3-point game. Blazers. Any ideas on strategy being discussed right now in that huddle?
And if you can get a three, shoot it. Otherwise, get the quick 2 and a foul.
Don't force something up. You got to be smart here.
Bledsoe taking his time here to tie it up. Misses the trade. And they stop the clock as soon as they can with the intentional foul.
That's right. No other option but to foul and hope for some misses.
So the first one drops, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. And a tough break is his second attempt at the line. No good. Time called here. The Blazers decide to talk it over. They trail by 4. Guys, your thoughts?
Trying to keep hope alive, but I don't see them making a comeback.
Yeah, this is the classic too little, too late. The effort coming and not enough time for them to get back in it.
And so it's Washington who's straight by with the win. Much appreciated, David. And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony, Brett Berry, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thank you for watching the NBA, presented by 2